What are some fun things to do around with your so at home that isn't sex? Play board games. Or cuddle up on a couch watching movies. Or spending a day in the kitchen cooking a massive meal just for the sake of it. When my partner and I moved house, we found a small Yoda figurine while we were unpacking. Neither of us had ever seen it before. It is now the surprise Yoda, and we take turns hiding it around the house, for the other to find/discover. When it is located, the person who found it shouts Yoda de, laughs, and then hides it again. I live surprise Yoda. Pillow fort. With subsequent break-in of said fort because no girls allowed. Then let her stay because I guess she's not so bad. I will go on AskReddit. See one of the top questions that look interesting. Then ask her that question. It almost always gets good conversation going. My fiancé will do something completely normal and playful like a little poke or shake or something, and I'll go completely limp like I'm dead, and every single time he laughs so hard and goes, "OMG, stop, I know you're faking it, stop," while laughing. It'll go on for sometimes 3 or 4 minutes until he tickles me or I peek open my eyes or he catches me smiling and yells, "Dead people don't smile." It never gets old and I do it every now and again cause it's so much fun. Buy a ridiculous number of novelty rubber ducks and hide them all over the home. Never stop. Even if it ends your relationship. I regret, nothing. My GF and I have a movie list. The idea is this. I have a list of movies I love that she hasn't seen and she has one of movies I haven't seen. We take turns showing each other a movie. I had her watch Howl's Moving Castle with me. She loved it. Next up is Spirited Away. Her movies tend to be more chic flicky, but I still enjoy watching them with her. Plus we've expanded to shows and she's gotten me into GOT, which I could never get into on my own. When it's all done we'll have seen each other's movies completely. You can learn a lot about someone from their taste in movies. Last night before bed, we made shadow puppets on the ceiling using a phone flashlight in our hands. She giggled at all of my dumb attempts. My awful duck puppet led her to do a spot on Donald Duck impression that I've never heard her do before. Made me laugh hard. I'm a little late, but my wife and I, since we got married, will play cards together. The loser of each round has to pick up/clean 10 things. At the end we've played some games together but also got a lot of cleaning done. Playing games together. Anything from board games to card games to video games to sports, etc. Learn a new recipe together. Just got a new pasta maker and we're gonna learn to make pasta. Lasagna plates and noodles from scratch. A little music in the background and voila! You learn a new skill together, which you also get to eat. If your so is willing. A puzzle is really entertaining. Doubly fun if you throw a little alcohol into the mix. Cook together. I find Korean dishes are tasty and healthy and fun to make. If you do a lot of small side dishes, banchan, it definitely takes a whole day, and that's a really fun activity with a feast at the end, smiley face. Eating way too much junk food, pizza, margaritas, ice cream, pie, and watching anime. I call it being worthless shit pigs. Blanket fort. Candles that won't cause you to be engulfed in an accidental inferno. Alcohol. Nibbles/snacks and a movie. Early 30s going on 12 years old apparently. We're just kids really. Held back by social contracts and expectations. Want to make a blanket fort in your 30s? You make that blanket fort. You go Glen Coco. Look at old photos. Ones from back when you first met can be fun. But even better are embarrassing baby photos and the like. How about working on a project together? Build something. Paint a room. Plant some flowers in pots. Teach yourselves to crochet or knit. Then spend the time together talking while your hands are busy. AKA do stuff that doesn't involve a screen. Especially if you are feeling like you and your partner are drifting apart. Alternately outside of the house go for a walk, hike, or bike ride. It doesn't have to be long or strenuous. Just time together where you share an experience. My ex used to stand on my toes to keep them warm every time I made her a cup of tea. Because the kitchen floor was cold. She wouldn't get off. Even when I had to walk to the fridge to get the milk out. I'd just have to waddle there and back with her still stood on them. Always made me laugh so much. I miss her. Sigh. We watch YouTube videos, movies, TV series. We even like to wrestle in bed. LOL, he's ticklish and I freak out if he trapped me inside a blanket. So I try to tickle him and he try to trap me in a blanket. We wrestle our way to win. LOL, we always end up laughing out loud and screaming. We also like to massage each other. Read articles online while cuddling. Sometimes we play cards too. Oh, and this might sound weird, but I like to pluck his gray hair for fun. LOL, he enjoys it. So it's fun for both parties. Cooking competitions. Most recently we did wontons. Who came up the best filling? You can do soup, cakes, anything. And you learn, grow and get to eat the results. Yum. Dancing, because if they really are you, so they shouldn't judge and you can just dance however the hell you want without being judged. Just put on a music channel and away you go. 1. General cleaning of the house. This seems odd. But cleaning the house with your soul with music in the background can be oddly fun. Once you're done seeing how clean and organized the house, and you'll feel that sense of camaraderie with your soul for tackling such a big tedious job together. 2. Workout. Home workout routines are fun to do together and you can challenge and make fun of each other. 3. Puzzles. When you don't feel like moving too much, try working on some puzzles. 4. Video games. Especially multiplayer games that you can play on the couch, on one screen. Like fighting games, racing, etc. Or something silly like the games where you have to dance. 5. Video. Especially while drinking. Careful not to annoy the neighbors. 6. Learn a new hobby together. A musical instrument, art, digital art, woodworking, cooking, baking, etc. 7. Learn a new language together. We like going to a big supermarket at night, dancing to the crappy music, ice skating using the trolley to glide about, playing catch with iceberg lettuces before we put them in the trolley. Basically having a really good giggle whilst doing the mundane. Have a few glasses of wine and get tipsy together. For us, there is always tons of laughs when this happens, smiley face. We meal prep then have a rotating selection of video games. Right now we have Pokemon Go and Escapists 2. Before was Minecraft and Blackout. Before that was Overcooked and Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. Sometimes we have Mario Party or Mario Kart. We basically have been achievement hunting all these games and then go back just for the fun of it. My husband and I like to dress up in pretty dresses and heels and do our makeup. Then we pretend different scenarios such as being extremely wealthy or old Hollywood movie stars. Me and my girlfriend play an incredibly childish game of tag where we just tap each other repeatedly and see who can avoid being tapped. Always ends in hysterics. Take up dancing together. I've been learning international Latin on my own for the past 5 to 6 months. And while I've been having a lot of fun, I bet it's even more fun with a partner. Sit quietly in a room together doing your own stuff for 50 years until one of you dies. It's going well so far. My wife and I occasionally do this thing we call fun space. We take 10 minutes planning what we want to do. Then, we each get to lead a 25-minute period of activities of our choice, no technology involved usually. It can be anything from painting, yoga, playing catch, Marco Polo on dry ground, hardcore the floor is lava, massages, etc. It can be a bunch of activities in that time or just one. The main rule is that the person not leading must be very enthusiastic and positive about what the other person chooses. It's amazing how much choosing a good attitude makes things so fun. We play Katamari. It's a one-player game that we turn into a team game. I also often am the younger sibling person. I have an older brother, where I love watching him play through a game with my vocal advice. Boyfriend usually watches me do homework while he plays games. He finds it comforting, and usually we cook together or we go to the gym across the street where we both train. We play Minecraft together. It's fun working together to build a house/base. And also all sorts of machines because he heavily mods the game. One time we had a decorations mod installed. I messed around with it and found I could make a baby crib. But the closest thing to a baby I could make was a creeper doll. So I put the creeper doll in the crib and said his name was Junior. And that he was our adopted son. So then made it a game to mess with me by hiding him. Another time we had a mod that replaced the villagers with actual people. And also allowed us to have a real baby. Our first son got bit by a zombie, so I locked him in his own personal dungeon until we were able to make a cure. We ended up having something like 20 plus kids because So kept sneaking up behind me and pressing the make a baby button. Eventually our children started getting married to each other and having incestuous babies, so I had to build them all little condos so I could separate them and prevent our incestuous kingdom from further growth. I don't think they've updated that mod since 1.10. Man, I miss it. We Jews do our projects, art and hobbies together. We brew kombucha and beer, grow plants and cacti, rearranging house and help organize things in each other's rooms. Currently helping each other learn Japanese. Also watching movies in Japanese too. Make fancy cocktails and drink them outside or on the roof. We did some live casting the other day. That was fun. Lots of dancing, hide and seek and scaring each other. Having a spa date and putting on face masks and having a bath. I made up body scrubs for this once. We do pottery together. Lots of cooking elaborate meals and making ferments and treats. Board games, video games, movies, snuggles, playing with the dog, in-depth heart-to-heart discussions about childhood trauma, and uncontrollable crying are our go-tos. Watch a movie or series or YouTube, fun, music, dance with each other, not necessarily romantic, cook with each other, even from recipes you haven't tried, talk about your interests. Play video games or even better physical games. Sing to each other. Do each other's makeup. Comment, it'll be fun. Browse web with each other, like memes or something else. Draw or paint. Tell jokes. Listen to music and chill. Eat something. Drink something. You can play something like each person makes another a drink. Even better, a new drink. Draw on each other's faces. Make something together, except babies. Try a game in which one should guess the body part of the other one with closed eyes by touching or even better smelling. Style each other's hairs the way you like. Tell stories or memories. Pretend to be another person and play each other's role. Take photos of each other or together. And the list can go on forever.